I was diagnosed with what the oncologist termed aggressive prostate cancer with a Gleason score of 8, 4+4, and that's how they rate prostate cancers. And told that at the time, I was too fat for surgery. And so I was sent to another radiological oncologist to get pellet implants or to get reviewed for it, where they insert radioactive pellets in your prostate. And, I asked the guy, doesn't radiation cause cancer? And I never got a straight answer, so never went back to him. And I talked to local folks here in Orlando. They've got some pretty good oncologists and stuff like this. I looked at there's a term for it, cryogenic or they freeze dry your prostate. I looked at that and I explored all the different options, and didn't like anything I heard. And my wife was very concerned because I was basically told I was going to die in less than 3 years. And I said, well, and the doctor said, well, you can take a watch and wait. That's a medical term now. And I said, yeah, that sounds like a good thing. He said, but if you do that, you might live 3 years, and within a year or so, you'll be in severe pain. You'll be in a wheelchair. You'll be immobile, yada, yada, yada. And my wife and I left that meeting, with that guy. She was in tears and I was upset, and because basically I was given a death sentence. So what do? We had been watching a series on PBS called The Incurables. It's no longer on, but you can actually see the episodes on YouTube. And it's about people who have cured themselves of various ailments, basically holistically. And so we'd been watching that just out of interest. And so we said, maybe that's onto something. So we started doing some, internet research, and we found a video DVD, and we found the Gerson Institute out in California, and they have a video called The Gerson Miracle. And it tells the story of Max Gerson, who back in the 40s, he and his daughter had left Germany around World War II. And back in the 40s, Max Gerson had been basically curing cancer. And it's an interesting story. I won't go into it here, but it's worth listening to. And his daughter, Charlotte, she passed about a year or so ago in her 90s. And I think her son has taken up where she left off. And there's a Gerson Institute out in California, and they have a clinic in Tijuana where they treat people with basically a nutritional approach. So we did that research, and then we found another video called Forks Over Knives with T. Colin Campbell. We watched that, and both are focused on nutrition. I said, I want to try this. So we went out and bought a really good juicer. I went out to the local grocery store and I bought 10 pounds of carrots and a bunch of green stuff, and mostly spinach. And we started juicing. And I did that for about, I think it was about 6 weeks. I had a glass of juice, very similar to your protocol, Chris. Glass of juice every hour, 8 to 10 ounces for 8 hours a day. I wasn't only on a juice diet. I ate regular meals, and we were experimenting with recipes from Forks Over Knives and some other plant-based things or vegan meals. And we were discovering that, hey, this is pretty good.
Did you decide to go 100% plant-based right away? Or
yes, we did. But God bless my wife. She did it with me. So we both went basically cold turkey, and we were pretty strict, paranoid, if you will. And we really used Forks Over Knives as a basis. That's how we started. And I just decided to go to cold turkey. And I have knowingly not had a drop of meat, fish, dairy, or eggs in almost 14 years. And I feel fantastic.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, why not subscribe? Here's a link to do that.
And if you'd like to watch the full interview, you can find it at chrisbeatcancer.com. There's a link to it in the description right below this video.